Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Open net is Waddle complete.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
And a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
First, no, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up the big one.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like bats, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. A good search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Faster.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 20-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Falcons sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They get this out left. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons are back within a score.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far.
This time they face a 3rd and 2.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Jacobs going to try the middle. Taking it right down Broadway. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds.
60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
Jacobs.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Setting up the screen for Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11.
Check you. Ready.
Here's the option.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Striker, 3-3. Check white. Cut.
Cook following the penalty and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a 3rd and very long.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so
now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play. He didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I would recover return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really, touchdown Falcons! Kyle Pitts as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock
for the third quarter.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Back to throw now on first down. And Cook has it left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Right back to Cook for another completion. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it's 3rd and 4 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the Falcons first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. This pass is caught by London. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
But he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
That's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Out of the gun now on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The kick by Sanders is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And taken right at the 35. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Being chased out left. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 99 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw, and he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Hey, green. Ready?
They run the counter with Cook. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Channing Tindall is there for the tackle. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Come on, set. Steel, black. Green back. Blue, go. Go pink. Striker, strike, ready.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On the move to his left. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Go red. Hey, blue. Fly blue.
They'll drop to throw. Connects with Peoples-Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He's back to throw. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Back to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick six today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25 yard line.
Okay, right?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, green. Yellow, blue. Blue striking. Red.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Black shot. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Javon Holland. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top.